This is pretty magical. Publer's come out with competitor analysis where it does some insane competitor analysis on your competitors. And I just love this because this will really revolutionize the game. Because I think one of the things that, if one of the main strategies of your business is content creation, then you've got to have constantly coming with ideas, and you want to pick the right things to make content on. I'm just going to show you some examples. Now, this isn't available for all of the different platforms. Some of them, because of the API, don't have that. Like, for example, LinkedIn and personal Facebook pages. But right now I've run competitor analysis. You can add up to 10 competitors on each account. And as you can see, it will break down what's going on both with your own account and then with these other competitors' account. You can see their reach, how many posts that they've made, what kind of engagement that they have, how many videos, photos, links, text that they've done. And you can even see their best times to post. So this is all over the map, but some of them will be more. It looks like this guy really just does it at this one time. And so that can give you some insights on what's the best thing for you to do. So I put in a few here, a few faceless creators, and also Cryptionary, which doesn't have this data right now. This is pretty cool. So you can actually go into the post insights and just filter it by one competitor. Let's say you're talking about, there's some news in your industry that happened. Binance, you can actually just search Binance and see what people are talking about that. Now that would make more sense if I had, let's say 6 or 7 different crypto channels here. But you can see the reach rate, the engagement rate, the reactions, and you can compare this to other items, right? So if I just want to look at Cryptionary, let's say, I could see their engagement rate. So I have a benchmark to go from. This also makes it really easy for me to see what I want to comment on without getting distracted if I wanted to just focus on this particular user, right? Or I can see all the different things you can do here. There's other things as well that you can do with this that I think is pretty awesome. And so you see, this is 4 pages here, and this is only the last 7 days. So you can go to the next page. You can look at just the links, just the photos, that type of thing. So I want to give you another example here as well. And this might be really interesting for you to see. This is just basically a demo account, but we have the soccer stories, and I added some competitors. Okay. This is just a page that I set up just basically, but I added some different competitors about specifically football. So this is a podcast, and you can see their engagement and all that sort of thing. Total Football Analysis really does very in-depth breakdowns of different stuff going on in the soccer world. And then there's the Canadian Premier League. And so you can see the engagement, the videos, the photos, and this really allows you to dig in and get some interesting things. So you can see what they're talking about, and you can look at the actual post, see what they're using, and even more interesting, you can share the post, okay, or you could reuse the post. And this is pretty interesting because basically what you can do is it will put it in your thing as a post. So say you wanted to talk about something similar, you want to change the media, maybe talk about something, but change it up a bit. You can just do that and then schedule this to go out. So if you want to talk about the same thing as some of these other people in your competitor research, this is a really great tool to do that. And again, this is available for Facebook, for some of these other channels here as well. Competitor analysis, you can compare different things, right? So this is Instagram, Facebook, and this is Instagram and Facebook. And then you can look at some of these different things, right? So for here, this one is about, let's say, sardines. So if I wanted to reuse that, boom, I've got something I can go with. I can just change this and put my own photo here, and you can link with Unsplash, with Canva to create something, or you could just do a generated image. So sardines and pesto on the plate, colorful. So I can just generate on the fly here in Publer, just whatever my prompt is. And this really makes creating content easily. Now, one of the good things about Publer is you can schedule these different things on all these different platforms. You can customize them. You can use spin tags. So each platform is a little bit different. And I think for a lot of people, if you're creating content, think of how much easier it is to do it this way, where you create your content in batches, you batch task, and then you're able to schedule it to go out and then really be able to focus on the things that you want to focus on in your business. Let's see what this comes up with here. And it looks like it's coming up with something. So this is actually really nice. I actually like this photo a lot. So I can actually use that media and then write my own image on the topic, or write my own text on the topic, and then schedule that to go out and remove that other image. And do you see how easy that is? How stressless and how interesting that is? So I'll put a link to Publer in the description. Be sure to check that out. It will revolutionize your social media game. It makes it so much easier. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.